Welcome to Boardgame TV. It's Shadow Sunday, so we're continuing with our Shadows of Brimstone. And we're with our federal group, and we're going to play Frozen Expedition. Be wrapping up our Targa Plateau playthroughs. A recent expedition to the Targa Plateau brought back a small collection of ancient frozen creatures to study, but they have begun to wake up and attack. The expedition notes were lost and scattered when the group was attacked in the other world, but those journal pages may hold the key to how to stop these creatures before the whole town is destroyed. And so to fit it in with our story, our informant guy, scientist guy who was helping the government, he ended up going into Targa and has these journals, but his group was the ones that was attacked. He got out alive, but the missing journal pages are in Targa Plateau. So he tells the heroes where they got to go find it. We got to find 5 lost journal pages, and those 5 lost journal pages together will be our relic, our second relic. Remember, we got the first one in the swamps of Gigarno, and this time we have to find these pages to be our second relic to help stop the evil that's coming. So we have to start on the map tile, but we have to put a gate end cap there, and then all paths lead to Targa Plateau. Alright, the heroes must find and collect 5 lost journal pages to get enough information to stop the creatures. Every clue icon represents the 3 lost journal pages in that room. So once any encounters or attacks have been resolved, we roll a die. Once we can get up to 3 in a single try. For every clue icon we find. Once we find 5, we have to fight our epic threat and defeat it. Then once we get back to town, we have to do a special thing. Once the heroes that travel to town as they normally would, once in town, before doing a lore 5+ test to stop the creature, gain 10 XP for each 5+ roll. For each hero that fails to test one random building in town is destroyed. There we go. Alright, so let's get this game started and ready to go. We see our portal right there. All we gotta do is go in it, come out the other end. First things first, the ever horrible roll back the darkness roll. See what we get. We get a 7. Well, we actually did alright. Okay, so let's start with our Indian Scout. Wow, that hit that, so that's puffed up. I don't know why that's 4. Alright. He has +1 move. So he gets 5, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next up, our Marshal. He gets 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our Preacher. 4. Does he have an extra move? He does not. I don't think he does. Nope. But he will get his ancient writing skill will come into play in this adventure, because he will get +1 faith in other worlds. So he's going to get an extra faith this turn, this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we get to the other world, that is. Okay, so let's hold back the darkness. Oh, we failed that time, as we normally do. So let's go ahead and move this. And for memory's sake, the Targa Plateau, when you roll a 1, you do yourself 1 automatic wound with no defense. But you recover a grit on a roll of 1 and 2. It's cold out there. Alright, so our Indian Scout's going to go. He's going to go 1, 2. And we know he's coming out the other end. So we'll... let's go ahead and get that set up. Alright, so we've got it set up. Our Indian's right there. We'll go ahead and put an exploration token. I've already moved the depth track 1 on the mine thing. And so it's the Marshal's turn. Let's have him go. And he's going to get a 5. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last but not least, our Preacher. And he rolls a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I guess I can get rid of this now. We won't need this. So we'll get rid of that. Alright. And we're here. Now let's see here. Let's go ahead and do our exploration and see what we get. Well, we have our clue icon and we have 3 exits, so that's good. So let's roll to see how many lost pages of the lost journal we're going to get. We get 1d3. We're going to get 2. We're going to get 2 pages of the lost journal. I'll go ahead and just have a little 2-sided dice here. Just remember, we have 2 pages of that. And of course, we're going to have an encounter. And we have 3 exits the way out of here. That's not too bad. So let's see what our encounter is going to be. This is a steep ledge. So let's see here. There we go. On the walls, on one of the walls here falls away, revealing a long drop to the ice and caverns below. The pathway feels narrow as the whistling wind rushes past your ears and the snow lashes at your face. It's like you're being pulled toward the perilous edge by the gaping maw of the icy abyss. Any hero ending their move on this map tile must make the following. Well, that's going to be all of us. Strength 4. And this is going to remain in play. Let's go ahead and do our Strength 4 for our heroes. Now our Indian here, he has a Strength of 3. Yeah, 3. Let's go ahead. See if there's any... For every 1 the hero rolled, they take 2 sanity damage with no willpower save. Alright, we passed, but you know, look at that. He rolled a 1, so we're going to take 2 sanity damage. Alright, so our marshal, he has a strength of 2, 3. He has a strength of 3. Let's go ahead and do that. He passes, no 1s. And our preacher, he has a strength of 3. It's weird how he's the strongest one of the bunch. That's just base stat. And we'll roll for him. Alright, he passes, no problem. No 1s rolled. Okay, well, it's the time to roll for some darkness. Let's see what we get here. 7, so we're good. And let's go with our Indian scout. He rolls a 5, he gets a 6. Let's see, which way would be the shortest way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's still going to end his turn technically on this space. So he's going to be on both spaces at once. Unless, because he's here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's just see what we get. We get an ancient street. There's this tile. Let's see, we're gonna... No, it doesn't go like that. It goes like this, right? Yeah. So this is going to be the one that hooks. And he's going to go right here. We're going to put an exploration token on here. We're going to, of course, move this up. And let's do our marshal's roll. Oh, that's not good. That's a 2. Well, he's going to at least get a grit. So give him a grit. He can go 1, 2. And he's going to have to do a Strength 4 plus test. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, he passed, but he did roll a 1, so he's going to have to take 2 sanity damage as well. Now let's do our preacher. Let's see what he rolls. I hope he rolls high. 3. Well, that's not what I wanted. 1, 2, 3. And well, he's gonna have to do his thing. Okay, well, he passes and no sanity damage, and I think what I want to do with him. No, that's right. That's right. He doesn't heal sanity. All right. Well, that's it. Let's go ahead and see what we're gonna get here, and hope it's good. We have ambush attack. That is not good. And we have 2 exits the way out of here. So one of these is going to be blocked up. It's going to be number 5 is going to be blocked up. That is the one right here. And we're going to have an ambush attack. This is not going to be good. Let's see what attacks us here, huh? We have Targa pylons. And we're going to have 2 of them. So 2 Targa pylons. Alright. Alright. Well, actually, it should be like this. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's have a look-see at our Targa pylons and see what they have. Well, they have initiative of 4. They cannot move, or cannot be moved. The critical hits only reduce their defense to 2 rather than 0. They have this burning laser, 12 range, 1 shot, 2 damage. Each of these hit count upon range hits count as 2d6 as a d6 hit. So they're not the easiest thing. So we're gonna have a new turn. Let's roll for darkness. We get double 3s. Creeping darkness. Move the darkness 2 steps forward on the darkness track. Now, I do have something. Let's see here. Cancel. No, let's cancel the darkness card. Well, once prevention may cancel a darkness card. Well, it doesn't say anything about moving, so we got to move this 2 times. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and grab a darkness card and see if it needs to be canceled. Whenever the darkness moves 1 or more spaces forward on the depth track, every hero takes 1 corruption hit or 2 if holy. Okay, we definitely want to try to get rid of this. Once prevention, you may cancel a darkness card. I'm going to use the Moonstone. And we'll go ahead and flip this over. And we're going to cancel that darkness card. We don't like that, and we don't want it. So bye-bye darkness card. Alright, so here we go. Our Indian will go first. He has the highest initiative, Ice Rights, ambush attack. And actually, for ambush attack, you're supposed to put these things right next to the persons. Okay, so we're going to roll to see who gets neglected. These things just sprung up. I know it doesn't make any sense. The pylons just automatically appear. Let's say they were invisible. They had some kind of visible field and we walked right into it. So the preacher is going to get ignored, and it will be the Indian and the marshal who gets attacked. And since they have an ambush, their initiative goes up by 2, so they will have the highest ambush. So let's start with our Indian. He's going to get attacked. They're going to get 1 shot, so let's see what happens here. 2. That's going to be a big miss. Next up, the marshal. Well, that's going to be a hit. Can he block it? He can, so he did good. Okay, so now it's the Indian's turn, and I think I'm going to do the Indian hatchet here. Your combat hits are +1 damage. I can use a grit to gain +2 combat. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's roll for movement. Okay, well, we're not going to move. Well, there, we didn't get it, but I will use a grit. And I will use his savage attack to gain +2 combat. So now I have 4 combat. And I want to use my Indian hatchet Okay, well, now I got 2 hits. One of them's a crit. So that's good. That missed. Once per venture. Okay, well, that's fine. Wish I would have did better, but okay. So, well, we got a 5 and a 2. Well, actually 3. So, if I make this a... This is going to go on the crit. This is going to be 6. Their defense is 2, so that thing is going to take 4 damage. Not that much. They have a health of 8. That's fine. Okay, and the other one's not even going to get through. So, yeah, he's going to gain 5 experience for that. And it's the Marshal's turn. And let's see here. Our Marshal has our shotgun here. He's going to get 1 shot. But remember, if he kills an enemy, he's going to gain an extra shot. And I'm thinking about him shooting this one. And then maybe if he kills it, use the extra shot on the other one. We'll see. Let's roll for his movement. 6, okay, so nothing there. And actually, technically, he's still on that tile. So we're going to have to do a willpower here. We have to do a strength check. Okay, he passed, and no bad things. So let's roll for hit 7. Well, that's a crit. That's pretty good. That's a 1, and we're going to re-roll that. 3. Well, that's terrible. I guess I'm starting to get into the phase now where I'm going to roll bad. There's nothing I can do. I'm only going to do 1 damage on it. Okay. Okay, so it's the Preacher's turn. I have to do his willpower save because, you know, he's still on that tile as well. He passes, no problem. Let's roll for his movement. Okay. And he's going to attack. And he has +1 combat, so he actually has 3 combat. Yeah. See what he gets. Alright, well that was some terrible rolling right there. I'd probably keep the 5. But I think he's going to spin a grit. And re-roll. Alright, well he got a crit. So that's not too bad. Well, that's a terrible roll on one of them. So he's going to do 4 damage. Yeah, these rolls. He's going to get 4 damage. And we'll wound the other one. And that will be the end of the turn. Let's roll for darkness. And we fail that. So let's do another darkness card here. Alright, each hero, Suffocating Mist. Each hero takes 3 hits. Also place this card on a random hero's map tile. Any hero ending their move on this tile. God, dog. Okay, well, it could depends on which tile we roll. Let's do random hero. Of course, it would be the Indian. So, here we go. Suffocating Mist is going to play right there. The Indian takes 3 hits. He blocks 1. So he's going to take 2 hits. The Preacher won't have to do that, but the Marshal will. Alright. And he gonna have to take 2 damage as well. Alright. So let's it's the Indian's turn. Let's roll for his movement. Alright, he's gonna get a grit. We're not gonna move. We're gonna continue to attack with our Indian hatchet. And yeah. And I think I'll use that grit I just got to do my savage attack. Let's do 4. Okay, well I got 2 hits in on that one. So let's see what I do. Okay, I'm +1 damage, so it's a 6 and a 6. They have a defense of 4, so 2 and 2 is 4, so he is going to actually kill this Targon pylon. So let's go ahead and give him his experience for that. And now we have to do his end of the turn stuff, and he has to do this mist crap. So let's see what happens with that. 3 hits. Hey, blocks 1. Ah, dog. Let's get out of here. Okay, it's the Marshal's turn now. He's got the worst of both worlds, but let's roll for his movement. He rolls a 5. We're going to move him 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, we'll just right here. We'll keep him right there. He doesn't have to worry about this, but he'll have to worry about this. So let's take his hits for the mist. Alright, he passes 2 of them. So he only takes 1. And he's going to shoot with the shotgun. And he gets a critical hit. That's what I like to see. And that is not what I like to see. And I'm going to spin that grit, and we're going to re-roll. Ah, jeez. That made it worse. Okay, well, he does no damage to that thing. Isn't that something? Jeez. Boy, is he rolling terrible. Alright, well, you know, there's nothing else we can do. The pylon, I forgot to do his attack. Because it's the preacher that has a +1 initiative, not the marshal. I kept mixing them up, so that would have made the marshal have 5. But that marshal has actually 4, which is the same as the pylon. The preacher has a 3. So the pylon's going to attack. Let's randomly roll and see who's going to attack. The preacher. Alright, let's see if he hits. 3, he does. Let's see if the preacher can defend. He cannot. So that's going to be D6 hits. Oh, that's right. Alright, 6 hits. So we have to roll to see how many he can defend. Alright, so he needs a 5 or higher. He defends 1 and 2. So he's going to take 4 hits from the thing. Now, 2 times 4 is 8. So he takes 8 damage. I mean, he got popped. Let's not kid ourselves. He got popped. But it is his turn now. So let's go ahead and go. Let's roll for his movement at 2. Okay, I'm going to move him 1. And then we're going to move here 2. That way he's off that tile, but now he's on this tile. We got to take 3 hits. Alright, well, I take 2 more damage. But I did gain a grit from my movement roll. So, and the preacher has a total health of 15. And now he's at 10, so he's hurting pretty good. But he will attack. 4 die. Okay, got 1 crit. That's fine. And 3 hits. So he did get 3 altogether. Let's see what he does. Well, that's terrible. We're going to spend that grit and re-roll one of these. Okay, well, at least that helps somewhat. So, he's not doing any... He only did 2 damage. Wow. So let's put another 2 here. And now it is the next turn. Let's roll for darkness. Double 2s. Draw a growing dread card and add it to the stack. Okay. So it's the Indian Scout's turn. Let's roll for his movement. He rolls a 1, so he's going to take a wound. But he's going to get grit. And he's not going to move, so he's going to take 3 hits. And he takes 3 damage. So now he's starting to get wounded really good. But he will go and he will spend his grit to get 4 attacks. Alright, so we got 2 hits, 1's a crit. Okay, so I did 5, which would be 3. And that's enough to kill it. So the Indian strikes again. And he kills that Targa pylon. And we'll go ahead and in our turn, let us go ahead and hold, catch our breath. He heals 5, which is good. The Marshal heals 1. That is not that good. And the Preacher, 6. He needed that. So, alright, let's see what loot cards we get. We're going to do the Indian. He's going to gain a cash. He's going to gain 50 bucks and 20 experience. The Marshal is going to gain a dark stone, some dark stone, 20 experience. Let's roll to see how much. 2 dark stone. And the Preacher is going to gain some coins. He's going to gain 20 experience and $25. That's not that great, but it's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and try to get the hell out of this room. Man, this is terrible. So let's roll for darkness. 10. Alright, so we get it good that time. Let's go for the Scout. He rolls 6. Let's get him off this tile. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have a cross passage. Alright. 6, 5, 6, 7. We do the Marshal. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He barely made it. And now the Indian Scout. That count. I hit that thing. 3. That's not good. 1, 2, 3. He's on both, so he's going to have to take some hits. But he passes. Well, he passes 1, so he's going to take 2 more damage. thing up. And it's the end of the turn, and I want to do some healing. So let's do a sermon. We're going to do faith healing. And I have 4 faith. Alright, and I have 7, and I'm going to heal myself. So I'm going to get 10 experience for that. And I'm going to heal myself a 4. Alright. Next turn, let's roll for darkness. Well, we got another 10, so we're okay. Indian, he's going to roll. 1, 2, 3. That was a cross passage, not a... I hit the wrong one there. I can't believe I did that. Where is this cross passage? Did I not have it? Here it is. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, sheesh, I'm sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will get a new map tile. And this is... Do I have 2 of those in Ancient Streets? I do. We have another Ancient Street. So along the streets we go. Let's see here. This is going to go this. There. Put a token there. Move this up 1. And now it is the Marshal's turn. He rolls a 2, 1, 2. He'll get a grit. And the Preacher, let's get him off that tile. 1, 2. He's technically off it. Give him a grit. And he is going to do some faith healing again. This time he will try to heal the Marshal. So let's see if we can do this. We can, no problem. And he's going to heal the Marshal 2. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we're going to get here. An encounter with only 1 exit. We're going to get exit number 3, which is up there. So we'll go ahead and say this is closed off. We kind of knew that was going to be like that anyways. And we'll say this one's closed off. And let's have an encounter, and we're going to pick from the deck here. Something under the ice. Much of this chamber is covered in thick sheets of ice and snow. As you push your way through, you see a large shadow buried deep within the ice. You can't quite make the thing out, but whatever it is has been there for a very, very long time. Choose. Dig it out of the ice. Luck. We can do a random. Okay, so basically what it is if we pass our luck, we each get a loot card. If we don't, the mimic beasts bust out of the ice, escape, and draw 2 growing dread cards. However, if we don't do nothing, we still have to draw a growing dread card. So you know what? We're going to try to luck test. Let's see who has to do it. The Indian. Alright, so his luck is 2. Yeah. His luck is 2. Let's see. Did I miss up something in here? Okay. I think what I'm going to do, let's spin his last grit, and we're just going to re-roll that. Anytime the darkness moves... Ah, man, I forgot. I've been forgetting to do that. Okay, well, I rolled a 6 there. So that's actually good. So we're each going to get to draw a loot card. Well, that's pretty good. So let's see, the Indian draws, this should come in handy. Draw a gear card or artifact card if in another world. Well, we are in another world, so let's see what we get. He's going to get Ancient Tablet, +1 lore, once per adventure, cancel and redraw a darkness card. That's actually not bad. I'll take that. The Marshal, some blood money, 20 experience, and he's going to get 75 bucks. And the Preacher, well, actually that's not correct. He was the only one on that, so he should have been the only one to do that. I shouldn't even did a random check. So he's the only one who's going to get the loot card. So let's put the blood money back. We know that's coming. That's the way I play it on that. Alright. So we only have one way out, huh? Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say we can get rid of these. I don't think we're going to go back. So let me rearrange the map deck here. And we will come back and keep going. Alright, let's keep going. Let's hold back the darkness. 7. Well, we're still good. Alright, this is going to be the scout. Hero's a 3, gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Marshal gets 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the Preacher, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, just one short. Okay, well, let's go again. Let's roll back some for the roll for hold darkness. 6. We failed on that one. So let's move that here. Alright. So Scout's gonna go. He rolls a 5. 1, 2. Let's get a new map tile. We get a frozen path. This is it right here. And it looks like it's going to go right here. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put him there. Put our exploration token on the board. Let's move our track here. Let's go ahead and go with the Marshal. 1, 2. And the Preacher. 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, still, while it's the end of his turn, I think he's going to try a blessing and heal himself. Alright, he'll spend 2 and he'll heal 2. Okay, so let's see what we have on our exploration token. We have our second clue, and we're going to have 2 encounters. Now this doesn't have any specific encounter. So let's see how many journal pages we find. 2. So we found 2 more, so we are at 4 pages, 1 more. So basically we find our next clue icon, we're good. We're going to have 1 way out. So let's see which way that's going to be. Alright. And let's have some encounters. Let's see what we got here. First encounter is going to be look out. Wow. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Tracker. Once per adventure, you may discard and redraw an exploration or an encounter card just revealed. So we're going to do that. Alright, dead alien hunter. Slumped against one wall is a very large, very dead reptilian alien. A massive hole is ripped through his armor and out of his chest. In one meaty hand, he is holding something tightly gripped. Alright, what's going to be the Indian? He's going to do a strength test. I didn't get it. Alright, if successful, draw 3 target art. Choose one to keep. Wow. If failed, the alien was not dead as he appeared. He reaches out, grabs you, threatening to crush the life out of you before gasping and fall limp. Take 2d6 wounds, ignoring defense. Ooh. Oh, this, wait a minute, I get a luck check. Hold on. My luck is going to be 2. Oh, I passed that one. Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so our second encounter. The blinking light. A blinking light catches your eye and you move across the room to a dusty console. Tapping the button below the light, a whirling holo projected image sweeps into being. A robe-clad humanoid figure with shockingly alien features stands before you and begins to speak a pre-recorded message. Could this be what the creators of this ancient city look like? Alright, everybody's going to have to do a lore check. So, the Indian's first. His lore is 3. Actually, it's 4. Because we got that ancient tablet. We need a 4+. Okay, so for every 4+ roll, gain 10 experience. Well, we're going to gain 30. If it went 6+ was rolled, I mean, you roll 1. Oh, okay. Well, we didn't roll 6. Alright, well, he has a lore of 1, 2, 2. Alright, well, he passes. He's going to gain 20. And he did 6. If one, you go, yeah. Until the end of the adventure, you roll 1 extra die on all skill tests. That's pretty good. And he gets a lore. He has a lore of 4. The preacher does. Well, he got 30 experience for that. Alright, well that was our 2 encounters for that tile. Let's keep going. Let's roll for darkness. And we got an 8, so we're good. And it's the Indian's turn. He's going to roll. 6, 1, 2, 3. Alright. And we get the furnace. Let's see here. Is that it? That is not it. No, that's not it. Sorry. This is it. Right here. And this is going to go like this. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just keep them there. Right here. We'll put the exploration token on the board. And let us do our marshal. Ooh, he rolls a 1. He's going to take a wound. But he'll get a grit. And that's it. And preacher. He rolls a 2. He's going to gain a grit. Okay, so let's see what we get. We have to move this. We are now in the 8th. Attack. And alright, so 2 exits. We're not going to have 1, 3 through 4 is not going to be the way out. Does it say, what do we do? Do we resolve what was on the token first? Let's see. It says, let's see here. When the heroes discover what at least the last group they need, they have found the other room. Ignore any attacks or encounters. Okay, also ignore any date. No exits. Okay, so we have found the last journal. We're not going to have any exits. And you know what's coming. The epic threat. We've been leading up to this. So let's go ahead and draw our epic threat card. What do we get? Oh, 1 guardian and 1 low threat card. Let's see what our low threat card is. 6 void spiders. Oh. Okay, before we do that, let's reveal our growing dread card. For Remaining, all enemies do +1 damage on every hit. Alright, do I have anything to get rid of that? I don't think I do. I can do an intervention and try to cancel the growing dread card. So I can do that. Let me see. Oh no, there's no way I'm going to pass that, so that's not going to work. No, there's nothing I can do about that. Alright, so we're going to put that there. Alright, so let me set my enemies up on the board, and yeah, we'll be right back. So here we are. Here is the Targa Guardian. Massive robotic beast. And he is not easy, let me tell you. Let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at our enemies. Now, we know the Void Spiders are going to have initiative of 6. They don't have much health, but they can do a lot of damage if they gang up. However, our Guardian here. Alright, so let's look at him. Terror. Any hero starting their activation on the same map tile automatically takes 2 horror hits. Burning Laser. Range attack. At the start of its activation, makes a free range attack at a random hero. And you roll the peril die for damage, and it gets 2 shots. Jeez. Quake Smash. Guardian to hit rolls of 6 ignore the target's defense and do 1 combat hit on every other hero within 2 spaces of the target. Hardened Shell. Critical hits only reduce the Guardian defense to 2 instead of 0. Control Systems. This enemy changes targets each turn, but is -1 combat for every full 10 wounds it has on it. And it's 4 combat. Yikes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we finally made our match. Alright, so let's start. Well, first thing we have to do is roll for darkness. Let's do that. We got a 9, so we were successful. Now, do we have anything? Okay, so we can use our Battle Scout. It's once per venture, heroes gain +2 initiative and they recover a grit. So let's everybody recover a grit. Alright, and we're all +2 initiative. So that's going to put the Indian at 5, 6, 7 initiative, which is going to give him a higher initiative than the Void Spiders. Okay, now I think what I want to do is for the Indian, I have the Marshal's Badge. Once per adventure, give all heroes +2 shots with a gun or +2 combat. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do that. Okay, so we're good on that. Let me see. Marshall has a focus. And only rolls +1 faith in other worlds. Yeah. Alright. So. Let's start with the scout. He's going to get 4 combat. And I can use a grit to gain actual 5 combat. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Let's roll for movement first on him. He rolls a 4. Thinking 1, 2, 3. I'm going to back up. Okay. Alright, so I get 5 shots. Alright, so let's see what I get. Wait, let's see here. No. Alright, so let's get 5 shots. Okay, well, I hit 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. One's going to be a crit. So, that's good. Let's do my 3 hits. Alright. I'm going to spin a grit. And I'm going to re-roll this one. Alright. So I kill 3 of them. They have no defense. So 3 of them have been taken out. It's 30 experience points right there. Okay. Now, however, it's going to be their turn. The void spiders, that is. So, they have a... Yeah, it's going to be their turn. So we know... Let's see here. One of them's going to go here. Here. Hey, see, they can't... Alright. And they're all going to attack the Indian. So they get 2 combat apiece. They have to hit all 4 or higher. So let's do the first one. Let's see. Let's do all these combats and see what we get. Alright. Well, we got out of those hits, we only have 3. Let's see if he can block any of them. He blocks all but 1. So he's going to take 2 damage. Okay. Okay, so now it's the marshal's turn. Let's move for his roll. 6, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to attack. And let's see here. He's going to get a couple shots. One, that's a hit. And let's see here. He does 6, and so he's going to kill another one. That's 1. And he can heal. His second shot. That's a miss. And he gets a third shot. That's a hit. And that's going to be a kill as well. So we'll give him 20 more experience. And he's going to heal a wound. And let's see, his range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And his range is 5. So, okay, well, that's it for him. And now the preacher, he rolls a 6. So he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Oh, that's right. +1 damage. So the Indian gets to take 3 damage. I forgot about that. And the preacher is going to actually try... I think I may with him. I may try a smite. And yeah, I think I may actually try to do that. Well, I mean, I could try to kill the void, and then that thing's going to go. Then we're going to have problems. But if I can get a smite off early... Well, let's see. I got a 7. I can re-roll one of these. Oh, it's a blessing sermon. I cannot. Alright, that's not good enough. I can spin a grit, though, to try to re-roll that die. Okay. Well, that's not going to cut it. Alright, well. That's going to be it. And now it's going to be that thing's attack. Let's see here. Did I forget something? Oh yeah, hero starting their activation. He did start, so he has to take 2 horror hits. The Indian does. I forgot about that. And he's going to fail 1. Okay. Alright, so it is the Guardian's attack. At the start of his activates a free ranged attack. Okay, he's either going to hit the preacher or the marshal. He can't hit the Indian. Indian's behind the preacher. So we're going to roll for that. And it's going to be the preacher. Preacher's standing there trying to do a sermon. He's not going to do it. Gets 2 shots. Okay, he hit on 1. He did a 6. That's on the Quake Smash, though. So he's going to hit. Can the preacher block it? He cannot. So the preacher, we got to roll the peril die here. Oh my goodness, 7 damage. The preacher got whopped. Alright. Okay, and now this thing's going to move. It can move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it will attack. It will do Quake Smash. Alright, Guardian to hit rolls of 6, ignore. Within 2 spaces. Let's see, he can't do, or I can do the Quake Smash, or I can do a regular combat attack. I tell you what we're going to do. We'll roll. 1 through 3 is Quake Smash. 4 through 6 is a regular attack. How about that? Alright, Quake Smash it is. Alright, so he's going to attack the preacher. He's going to do a Quake Smash. If we get a 6, the preacher's defense is ignored. And do 1 combat hit to every other hero within 2 spaces of the target. Doesn't say how much damage it take. I guess it does 4. Alright, so let's see. Alright, he hit. But not a 6, so that's good. So can the preacher defend that? He cannot. Okay, so the preacher is going to take 4 damage. And the 1, 2. The Indian is within 2 spaces, so he's going to take a combat hit. Alright. And the Indian is able to block that, though. So, okay. So that's that turn. The preacher's in serious trouble. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Actually, we got to give the preacher another wound because of that stupid combat damage. So the preacher's at 10, 11, 12 damage. He has a health of 15. So he's in some trouble. Yikes, he's in trouble. I think next turn he's going to use some bandages on himself. Okay. Let's roll for darkness. And we didn't make it. Alright, so we got to do another Growing Dread card. Every hero must make a single for each of them move the darkness 2 steps forward. Alright. Shoot. Alright, well, let's see. The Indian, he passes. Marshall, he fails. But I'm going to spend a grit and re-roll that. He passes. And the preacher, he passes. Okay, so that's good. Alright. So it is the scout's turn. Shoot, he's going to take a wound. However, he is going to recover a grit. And we're going to move him. Actually, we're not going to move him. He's going to try to take out the Void Spider. Oh, actually, it is the Void Spider's turn. So, okay. So who's the Void Spider going to attack? The Indian or the preacher? The Indian. Alright, so the Void Spider attacks the Indian. Gets 2 combat. And he misses both times. Okay. So now it's the Indian's turn. We rolled a 1. We'll keep that. And he's going to go. And, his gun's not the greatest. But we'll try it. Okay. 2 hits. Alright, so this is what happens. We can kill the void spider right off the bat. Give him some experience points for that. The second hit is a 5. Now this thing has a defense of 1. So he chipped away and got 1 hit on it. Okay. Next up is the Marshal. He rolls a 1. Isn't that great? But he will gain grit. And we're going to move him here. And since this thing is extra large, he can shoot it. Actually, I want to stay here. And I would have, yeah, I was going to stay there. He can still shoot it. And, yeah. So let's see what he gets. 2. Well, we're going to re-roll that. A 6. That's fine. It's a crit hit. That's good. Well, we're going to re-roll that. 5. Okay, so he does 1 damage to it as well. Yikes. Okay, let's do the Preacher. Okay, he's going to move. 1, 2, 3. We'll move him here. He did activate on that tile. I forgot about that. Alright, so yeah, alright, so let's do the Indian. He activated on that tile. Is it 2 horror hits? Yes, he does. The Marshal also activated on that tile, so we're going to have to do that as well. He passes his, and the Preacher, he passes 1 of them. Okay, so the Preacher's going to use some bandages here to heal up. He only heals 2. That's not that good. However, he will go, and he will attack. Now, I'm thinking about just doing a regular old combat. I mean, I could try a sermon. I can re-roll. Alright, so the sermon is not going to work if I do that, so alright, first thing I'm doing, hold on, another thing I'm doing is I'm using my ancient coin. Once per adventure, fully heal your health. So I'm going to fully heal. So I guess I shouldn't use the bandages. I'll just keep the bandages. That's fine. And then I have a combat of 3. So let's go ahead and just do that. I'm not going to try with the sermons. Okay, well, one's a crit. Alright, let's see. 5. So I do 1 damage to it. This thing has now 3 damage. My goodness. And we got to get 40. So we are not doing that well. Okay. And it's turn. So we've already done that. Let's do our random attack with the burning laser. 6. Okay, so it's attacking the Preacher. It's going to get 2 shots. It hit 1. Can the Preacher defend? He cannot. So he's going to take 2 damage. And now let's see who the robot's going to go after. It went after the Preacher last time, so now it's got to go after a different target. So we'll move it here. And I guess it's got to go after the Indian. Yeah, I guess so. Will it do the Quake or will it do the Fist? Let's see. 1 through 3 is the Quake, remember? 4. And 5 through 6, 4 through 6 is the fist. Alright, so it's gonna attack it with its fist. It's gonna do 4 combat. Okay, well, it missed on 2. It hit on 2. Can he defend? He can. He defended both of them. No damage. That was pretty good. Okay, wow. Alright, let's roll for darkness. No, we didn't make it. This is going here. Okay, so it's the start of a brand new turn. Take the void spiders off of here. Alright, so the Indian's going to go. He is on the same tile, so he'll have to take 2 horror hits. And he passes one of them. Alright. So let's roll for his movement and see what he wants to do. Of course, a 1. He'll recover a grit though, but he'll take that wound. Okay. Well, you know what? Since I am next to the thing, I might as well just try to do my combat. So I'm going to spend a grit. And I'm going to get 4 combat against the guy. I'm going to attack with my hatchet. Okay, well I hit 3 times. That's actually not that bad. Let's see what I did. Alright, well, would have only did 2 damage. I can try to re-roll one of these. I may try to do that. Let's re-roll one of them. Maybe I can do a little bit better. Alright, so 5 and 6. So I did 3 damage total. It's not that great. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has now 6 damage done to it. Alright, so it's the marshal's turn. And he's going to probably take a step back. He'll move back 1. So he's not on the same tile. And he's going to attack with his shotgun. And we'll see what he does. Well, that's going to be a fail. So let's re-roll that. Oh my god, well that's a hit. It's not a crit, but it's a hit. An 8. Oh, had that only been a crit. Okay, so it's 8 and 4, so it's another 4 damage for this thing, so that makes it at 10. So this thing has now 10 damage. And so the enemy changes targets each turn, but it's -1 combat for every 10 full wounds it has on it. So that's actually good. Okay, now the preacher's going to go. Let's roll for him. He rolls a 1. So I guess he'll be taking a wound, but he'll be getting a grit. What can he get? Yeah, he can have max crit. Alright, let's see if I can try a sermon here. Well, no. So we're just going to do a regular old attack. And let's see here. We have to roll for our sanity. I didn't do that with the marshal, did I? I did not. Alright, so the marshal failed once, and the preacher failed 1. Okay, so we're going to attack. He's going to get 3 combat. Well, we got 1 crit, and we got another hit. So it's 2 hits. That's fine. See what we did. Okay, well this is not even going through. We did our crit, so it's going to go 2, 3. 3 damage to this thing. Alright. Now it is its turn, and let's see who it targets with its laser. the scout. So he's going to attack with the laser. He misses. Look at that. Okay, that's good. Now he's going to target it. He has to target a different character. He can't get past the Indian, so he will turn and he will target the preacher again. The preacher hit him last, so I guess it makes sense. And let's see if he does the quake. He does do the quake. Alright, so does he hit? He does not. Look at that. So the quake missed. Alright, let's roll for darkness. And we failed again spectacularly. Let's get a darkness card here, and this is: during the next fight, all enemies are -1 defense but gain +2 combat for their attacks. If drawing their fight, this effect goes immediately. Anytime the dark, no, there's something I have to where I can get rid. Once per adventure, cancel and redraw a darkness card. Okay, well, we'll do that with the ancient tablet. We will cancel that and redraw a darkness card and see what we get. Count the number of growing dread cards in the stack and discard pile. Each human takes 4 hits equal to those. You can do the same damage equal to your hero level. Well, there's only 2. So let's do that. Indian passes. Marshal passes. Preacher fails. He's going to take 2 sanity damage. Okay, well, that wasn't that bad. Okay, so it's the hero's turn. Let's start with our Indian. He's of course on the same tile, so he's going to activate. He's got to take a couple horror hits. He fails 1. So he's at 5. He has a sanity of 12, so he's alright. Let's roll for movement. 6. Alright, and what I think I'm going to do, well, I have dynamite. So, I like to back the Indian up. Maybe he can take a couple shots. The marshal will do the dynamite. Okay, let's do that. He's gonna back up 2. Now he's gonna take his shots. It's 3 of them. Phew, and he missed every single one of those. So, okay. The marshal's turn, and we are going to throw the dynamite. But let's do his. He's not on the same tile, so he doesn't have to do it. Let's roll for his movement. He gets a 6. He'll stay where he's at. Let's roll 3. Alright, so we're going to throw the dynamite. We were going to throw it here. Yeah. Alright, so let's roll for the dynamite. Alright, 3. It's going to be a miss, but we'll spin his last grit and try to re-roll that. Alright, that's a 6, so that's good. So the dynamite hits. And let's roll for damage. 2. Well, that's not what I wanted. Oh boy. Alright, so it's going to do 2 damage to this thing. It puts him at 15. God. That's still not that good. Alright. Ugh. Okay, well now it's the preacher, and he does have to take some horror hits. He passes, so no problem. Let's roll for his movement. 5, he's alright. And he will, I don't know, I'm trying maybe a judgment, a sermon again. No. So let's go ahead and attack. Well, that was terrible. So let's spin some grit here. I got 1 hit. 2 hits. Okay, so we spin a grit, we get 2 hits. I'll have to spin another grit because none of them are going to go through his defense. No, nothing goes through. Okay, so now it's the robot's turn. He's going to roll, see who he attacks. The preacher. He's going to attack the preacher with the laser. He hits both times. Yow. That's only on the quake. Okay. Can the preacher defend? He defends none. So he's going to take 4 damage. And he will be at 8 damage now. Alright, and so this thing's going to attack either the Indian or the Marshal. It will attack the Marshal, so he's going to move here. And he will either do a quake or a fist. Let's see. Alright, he's going to do a quake again. I keep forgetting the +1 damage to these guys for this, so because that stupid Growing Dread card. Okay, so he's going to do quake. Let's see if he hits. He does. But it was a 5. So, Marshal, can he defend? He cannot. Yeah, he can. He has a 3. He's fine. The Indian, can he defend? He does. So, that was a good defense. Alright, so that's the end of that turn. Didn't pan out the way I want. Let's roll for darkness. We got a 7. That is no good. So we're going to go here. Our heroes are up. And these two are on the same tile now. So let's do our horror hits for the Indian. He fails both of them. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and drink his whiskey. And I think he's going to get back some sanity. So let's do that. Well, he only gets back 1. That was terrible. Let's roll for movement here. 5. Okay, he's going to stay where he's at, though. And he's going to attack with his Indian hatchet. Well, he hits 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. So he does 3 damage to it. That's actually not that bad. 3 damage. And the Marshal has to take his horror hits. Okay, he's going to fail 1. But he's alright. He's actually doing really okay. And he will roll for movement. Alright, and we're going to back him up. He's going to back up. He's going to use his shotgun. We got his critical hit. That's good. 7. Alright. So we do another 3 damage to it. And that's going to put it at 21. So now this thing is -2 combat. So like one of his arms, two of his arms now are like malfunctioning. So that's fine. And now it is the preacher. And let's roll to see for his fear. Alright, he's going to lose 1 sanity. And he's at 5 now. He's going to do some bandages. And heal 2. That's not that good. But we get rid of the bandages. Okay, so he can try a sermon again. And he got it this time. Alright, so he's going to do D6 wounds, no defense to the creature. And he's going to gain 10 experience for that. 3. Alright, well that's better than nothing. 3 damage to it. What level is he? Yeah, he's not even high. Okay. Okay, so he does 3 damage to it. And that is the end of his turn. And now the robot will laser attack somebody. Let's see who he attacks. The Indian again. The Indian gets hit. Let's see, can he defend against it? He cannot. So he's going to take 4 damage. Eesh. It's going to be 11. What's his health? His health is 12. One more and he is out. So we might have to do something there. Yeah, we don't have any way to heal. Okay. So now the robot attacked the Indian last time. Or who did he attack last time? Yeah, he attacked the Indian last time. So he has to change targets. So he's going to turn around and he's going to attack the preacher again. Let's see what he attacks with. Alright, the quake again. Alright, and he misses. That was good. Alright, so let's roll for darkness. We failed on that one. Man, so let's get another darkness card here. See what we get. Ambush attack. Well, I think we want to cancel that one there. You may cancel an intervention, cancel a darkness card. And you may spend 1 extra faith to cancel a growing dread card. Wow. We can do this. Alright, we can. Well, let me re-roll that. Oops, alright. Sorry, that hit that damn thing. Okay. Now let's spin a grit. Okay, good. So we got a 10. Took me a couple times. But, and it says right here, you may spend 1 extra faith to cancel a growing dread card instead. Well, no. We'll just cancel the growing darkness card. That darkness card. That's what we're going to do. And I will gain 50 experience points for that. That's actually pretty good. You can do a thing at any time. Cancel a darkness card. Could I have canceled that then? Or, anytime in darkness moves a depth track, you regain 1 sanity. Okay, well, you're forgetting to do that. Ah, okay. Yeah, wait a minute. No, okay, let's see here. There's something I have. I don't think I can do that. Because I think it has to be my turn to cancel that darkness card. And to do a blessing. And that thing just came out. And I don't think I can do that. The only thing I can do is play this other ability of the Indian. I can redraw a darkness card. He's got a lot of good stuff. He can, yeah. I mean, that's what's good about him because of his special abilities and stuff like that. He's got basically three tries to redo exploration tokens, counters, cards, and darkness cards. So I am definitely going to, I couldn't do my intervention, so let's do a different one here. I'm going to take that 50 off. Oh, shoot. Whispering. Each hero takes D6 horror hits. Also, one random hero must pass the spirit 4+. God damn it. Alright, so that's good. Okay, so let's do the scout first. He has to take 2 horror hits, so that's not too bad. He passes both of them. The marshal has to take 5 horror hits. He passes all of them. Okay. And the preacher has to take 4 horror hits. And he passes all but 1. Okay. And then we got to do a random hero. The preacher. And he has to pass the spirit 4+, but his spirit is 4. So he's got a good spirit. So we got a good chance. Yeah, we passed it. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. But that's it for any more darkness or growing dread cards. We can't. I can't get rid of them. I mean, I can try on my turn to do an intervention to do something like that, but that's it. We can't. I've used up all the Indian's abilities. to change things like that. Okay, well, it's the Indian's turn. He's not on the same tile as the robot. So let's go ahead and roll for movement. And 2. He ain't going to gain a grit for that. And I'm going to move him 1, 2. And he's going to attack. He's going to spin that grit. And he's going to get +2 combat. So he's going to get 4 combat. Okay, well, we hit 3 times, I'm sorry. 3 times. Let's see what we did. Well, nothing with these. However, he is +1, so that's 7. -4 is 3, so he does 3 damage. Alright, so we're at 25, 26, 27 damage. It's actually good. Okay. The marshal's not on the same thing, so as I do him, he got to take a wound. Oh, God. But he gains a grit. So, okay. And he's going to attack with the shotgun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in range. Okay, that can be a hit. Man, do I want to re-roll that to try to get a crit? No, I'll save my re-roll. Okay, for that. Just for that. Alright, you see? Alright, it's 5. It's not much better. He's only going to do 1 damage on the thing. Alright, now the preacher has to do his fear activation. He passes both of them. Let's roll for his movement. Of course he's going to take a wound. I can't believe the ones I'm rolling. However, he will get a grit. And I might can do it. Another smite. Let's see if I can do that. Well, I got an 8. All I need is a... Well, I got double 6s on that. So, I did get the smite. Spend a grit to do it, but that's fine. That's going to be 10 experience points. And we're going to roll to see how much damage we do to this thing. Jesus, man. Come on. Okay, well... Oh, man. 29. Jeez. What a horrible roll. I don't know what's the point. Alright, so let's randomly attack with a laser. The preacher. He missed both times. Okay, so now he's going to turn around. He attacked the preacher last time. He will attack the Indian this time. Let's see what kind of combat he does. He's going to combat with his arms. So he's going to get 2 attacks. Alright, hits both times. Can the Indian block these? Alright, he can block 1. Cannot block this one. So this is going to be the peril die. 5, 6 damage. And that's going to knock him down. That's going to knock him down. We're going to have to use a revive on him. So that's what's going to happen. And we will have to roll once on the injury chart and see what we get. Alright, a 3. Internal bleeding. Okay, well, any further injury chart rolls made on a single D6, the injury is -1 to healing at the town. So no immediate penalties. Oh, man. Alright. So let's roll for darkness. Double 4s. That's probably not going to be good. Blizzard. While in Targa Plateau, a hero takes 1 automatic hit at the start of each turn. Okay, so at the start of each turn, everybody's going to take a hit. Now he's not revived yet, so he's not going to do that this time. So let's see if the marshal's going to take a hit. He will not, and the preacher, he will. All right. So now we can rise him up, the Indian. Alright, he is fully healed. And he has recovered a grit. And let's roll for his fear. He passes 1. He's going to take 1 sanity damage. Let's roll for his movement. He rolls a 1, of course. So he's going to take a wound. But he gains a grit, another one. And he might as well just attack. He's going to spend a grit to do his +2 combat. Alright. Well, he got 2 hits. So, there's that. Okay, that I'm gonna have to spend a grit. We can't get past his defense with that garbage. Alright, well that's better. He's just gonna do 1 damage to him. So this thing is now at 30. 1 damage. God. Man. Alright. The marshal does not have to do anything, but he'll roll for movement. He rolls a 2, so he's gonna get a grit. That's actually good. He's going to attack with the shotgun. See what he can do. Well, that's a 1. We're going to spend that grit and re-roll. We get a 5. That's a regular hit. An 8. Oh my goodness, that's good. It's 4 damage. Alright. And the preacher's turn. Let's roll for his activation. Alright, well he fails both of them, so he's going to take 2 sanity loss, but he has a sanity of 10, so he's getting close. And what do I want to do with him? We got to roll for his movement first. 3, okay, so he's stay there. Maybe I can do another smite. No, I can't do that. So we're going to have to regularly attack. Well, we got 1 crit. 3. So we're just going to do 1 damage. And that's going to put him at 35. Okay. However, it's that thing's turn, and he's going to randomly attack the marshal. Alright. And he hits the marshal once. Can the marshal defend? He can. Alright. And so he attacked the Indian last turn. He will attack the preacher this turn. And what will he do? He will do his regular combat. But he only has 1 arm right now. So he's going to roll 1 die. He rolls a 1, and that's a big miss. Okay, let's roll for darkness. Double 2s. Ah, dang. Oh, draw a growing dread card and add it to the stack. Wow, we knew this was going to be bad, and there's nothing I can do to prevent this. Let's see what it move the darkness 1 step forward on the depth track. So basically it goes here, and we have to draw another growing dread card. Every hero immediately takes horror hits equal to the current position of the darkness on the depth track. Holy cow, that's 11. Well, I think... My God, I think this is it. I think we're in trouble. Yeah, we're at 11. Oh my God. Well, the Indian has a fresh start, so we're gonna have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 4s are higher. 1, 2, 3. That is it. So he's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say about that. He may go down again. If we don't kill that thing this turn, we're in some trouble. Okay, the marshal. Okay, that was a little bit better. So he's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he has a sanity of 12, so he's okay. He's still alive. Alright. And now the preacher, who has the worst thing here, but he only seems to get 3 or higher on these things, so. Well, it's 1, 2. So he's only going to take actually 3. And his sanity is, oh my goodness. He's going to go crazy. Yep. That's what's going to happen with him. He is going to go crazy. Unless I spin a grit and re-roll. Let's see, what is his sanity? His sanity is 10. I'm at 8. Now there's nothing I can do. I could have only missed 2. I missed 3. So he's gonna go. He's out. He's down. He's going mad. And we're gonna have to resurrect him. Well, no, actually we don't. Well, I mean, yeah, we do. Well, we'll see. Because all these guys are level 1. Let's see what kind of madness he gets. Okay, let's see here. Hallucination. Anytime you would draw a loot card, roll a d6. On a roll of 1, you instead take 1 damage, ignoring willpower. Okay, so now the first roll I made was a double 1s, and that's lost in darkness, and that means he's permanently dead. But we're not going to do that. He is not permanently dead. The only reason I'm doing that, now normally in a regular campaign, that would be a kicker. I mean, I rolled double 1s on that. You know it's terrible. So, but however, for purposes of our campaign going on, we got to try to keep him alive. Now, the big question for me is, so we're just gonna ignore that. We have a further story to tell. Whether or not he dies at the end is one thing, or in the middle, but we're only at the beginning, so we can't kill him off yet. Well, I mean, we could. And we say his brother who becomes a shotgun preacher. You know, that's an interesting concept. You know what? We're going to do this. I do have a further story to tell with these guys. However, if you guys want me to just ignore the double 1s and go by as usual madness, and then we resurrect him in town. I mean, well, we're all level 1s, so actually I get another revive token. It's when we pass level 1 that because we're playing really hard stuff, as you can tell. So these characters are still level 1, so they would get another revive token. I would give them another one, so we could actually revive him and heal him and keep playing. Now, if you noticed on the other playthroughs with the other characters on level 2 or higher, they don't have. They only have but 1 revive token. Even though one may be level 1, the other 2 level 2, you go by the posse's highest level. All 3 of these guys are still level 1. They still have not hit past that level 1. They still haven't made it to level 2 yet. They've only gotten their first level abilities. You know, you start out at level 0. and then when you start out, when you get your first 1,000, you become level 1, and you get your first abilities. Well, we still haven't hit level 2. Now we'll probably hit level 2. Some of these will probably hit level 2 on this adventure, but however, the other ones have hit level 2 already. So, yeah, we're going to revive him. Now, we're going to keep him unconscious, though. I'm going to do this. Since I did roll those devil ones, I don't have any grit, so I cannot re-roll one of those die. Not even 100% sure you could. We're going to play this. Now, like I said, I do have story to tell with him. However, I'll take a little vote with you guys. And if you want him to stay alive and be the same firebrand preacher that we have, to be part of the story and continue on with our story, they can eventually die. My goal is they can eventually die, but not yet. This is too early in the campaigns for them. I mean, we've only explored 2 of the 6 worlds, and we still have Forbidden Fortress to go through when it gets here. So we're not even halfway through. Or, if you want, as a suggestion, I will kill him off, and I will bring in Shotgun Preacher. If you don't know what Shotgun Preacher is, Shotgun Preacher can use guns, but he can't use either certain blessings, or he can't use blessings at all. I forget which one he is. But yeah. It'll be his brother. His brother is coming. He wants to get vengeance, help get revenge. The government will tell him that he died. And his brother's an agent for the government too. Both preacher boys are agents for the government. One's just a different type of preacher than the other one. And the Shotgun Preacher gets wind. He wants to join the mission. So, based on you guys' votes and suggestions and comments, y'all let me know. And by the time the next adventure comes around with these guys, which will be 3 weeks, we'll have decided. So I'll leave it up to y'all. So for the rest of this adventure, he's out. We'll either resurrect him in town, or we'll have a funeral for him in town, and his brothers, the Shotgun Preachers, are coming. So that be said, that'll leave that up to y'all. So y'all let me know. And if you want it, just say keep Firebrand Preacher, or type in Shotgun Preacher, and we'll decide from that. Alright, so that is the end. That was that horrible, horrible Growing Dread Darkness card crap. So, it is our hero's turn. Let's roll for darkness. Oh, we did roll for darkness. That's why that stuff happened. Alright, so it is the Indian's turn. He's on the same tile. Let's activate him. Good God. He passes both his fear things. Thank you. Let's roll for his movement. Alright, and he's going to attack with his hatchet. That was terrible. So that's no hits on that. Okay. So it's the marshal's turn. He's not on the same tile, but let's roll for his movement. He rolls a 1, of course, but he'll gain a grip for that. And he's going to attack with shotgun. That's a crit. Let's see what he does. Well, we're going to re-roll. Okay, so we do 6 damage. We're going to do 2 damage on him. Alright. Okay, so now it's going to be the robot's turn. Let's see who it randomly shoots a laser at. The marshal. Alright. One hit. Can the marshal defend? He can. Alright. And this thing is going to attack the Indian with either a quake or combat. Quake it is. He hits, and that's no defense. Okay, so we're going to have to roll for damage. 5 damage. Okay, that's the end of that turn. Let's roll for darkness. Double twos again with this crap. Draw a growing dread card and add it to the stack. Alright, the darkness moves once. If this moves on to a blood splatter, okay, moves one step forward, yes. Every hero takes 1 corruption hit. Well, it does not. Moves right here. So it is our hero's turn. Let's start with our Indian. Okay, well, he passed his sanity activation. Let's roll for his movement. That's fine. And he's going to attack with his hatchets. Okay, he hits once. Okay, well, that at least is 6. So he's going to do 2 more damage to it. And honestly, we are at 1 hit away from killing this thing. The marshal doesn't have to worry about fear, so he's going to go. Let's roll. Oh, and he rolls a 1. Well, yeah. I can use my focus, my once per adventure ability, and I'm going to re-roll that. Got a 4. That's a hit. All I need is 1 damage. Come on, 1 damage. Fuck. Okay, well that's not going to do it. And now it is the monster's turn, the robot's turn, and he's going to attack the Indian with the laser. He hits once. Can we defend? We can. Okay, and so now he will actually attack the Indian again. This time with a combat hit, 1 arm. He hits. Can the Indian defend? He cannot. So the Indian's going to take 5 damage. He's almost dead again. I mean, I don't know what to say. That is the end of the turn. Let's roll for darkness. We got it that time. Okay, so the Indian's going to go. See if he takes any horror hits. No. Alright, that's good. Let's roll for his movement. Okay, we're getting close every time. Let's see, he's attacking with a hatchet. Okay, 1 crit, 1 regular hit. So this ought to be it, man. Come on. Come on. Yes, 5 and a 6. That is good enough. We have killed this goddamn robot. Oh my god, was this tough. Okay. So let's... Jeez. So the Indian got 15 experience points for that. And they each got several hits. Let's say they each got 50 points worth of hits. Okay. Because I didn't feel like counting it up. Alright, now, let's see what happens. Alright. Once in town, let's go ahead and do the experience test now. Only 2 heroes got to do the lore test. And the Indian has a lore of 4. He passes. We had to do a lore 5+. Gain 10 XP for each 5+ rolled. We'll do that. And so we'll gain 50 experience. Oh, well, we have to do the marshal first, but also 250 gold. Alright, so he has a lore of 1, 2. Yeesh. And he didn't make it. Alright, once a time where each hero must make a lore for... And 10 experience. For each hero that failed, one random building in town is destroyed. Okay, so we have to remember that. One random building in town will be destroyed. And we'll do the preacher just in case. We're going to play. He has a 3, 4. Well, he passed with 1. That was crazy. So we'll see. Now they each gain a loot. Alright, so the scout gets blood money. 20 experience. 4 times 6 is 200. Okay, blood money for the marshal. 6, 300. Okay. And for the preacher, 1 darkstone shard. Okay, and then since we had to draw a threat card, remember you had to do 1 epic and we had to draw a threat. So for every threat card you draw, you get a loot card. So the scout, he gets a darkstone shard and 20 experience. The marshal is going to get 50 bucks, 20 experience. Alright. And the preacher is going to get an artifact. Let's see what he gets. Gate rifle. Holy cow, look at this. Wow. Well, we know who's getting this. It's a darkstone item. It has a range of 10, 2 shots. Critical hits on 5 or 6. Now, his regular rifle, carbine, gets a 3 shots. However, man, that critical hits on 5 or 6. That is excellent. So, we'll take that. We'll take that gate rifle. And we'll get rid of that carbine. Man, look at that thing. I think it's pretty neat looking. Huh. 1 less shot, but I mean, critical hits on 5 or 6. That's beautiful. Okay, so alright. Alright, let me get the town board set up. We'll head back into town. We know that we have to resurrect. We'll roll for resurrection on the preacher just to make sure it's successful and everything. But like I said, I'll leave it up to y'all's vote. We know we have to take the Indian to the doctor for his internal bleeding. The marshal's okay. But we did get our second artifact, so we are good on that. But man, was this guy a beast, man. God damn. Whoa, was he a beast. Okay, wow. Alright. Well, that and the freaking dread cards, but who knows. Alright, so let me sit. Alright, so we're back. Now, I rolled a 19, and that put us here. So the closest town was Conrad's Claim, and it's a mining town. So let's go ahead and do 3 travel hazards real quick. $53. Alright, so 53 is going to be circling vultures. Every hero must make a spirit 5+ test. If passed, gain 10 experience and heal D3 sanity. If failed, take D3 sanity to carry on the next venture. Alright, so the Indian here, he's got a spirit of 3. Yeah. Five plus, well, he passed. So he's going to gain 10 experience. He's got a spirit of 3. He passed. And just in case the preacher... Oh, I was supposed to roll another die. Okay, he failed. Boy, he's having a bad day already. Take 2 sanity damage. Okay. Okay, our next adventure is 56. Every hero must make a cunning 5+ test to outwit the void hounds or a strength passed. Gain 25 experience. Okay, so let's see. He has a cunning of 2. He has a strength of 3. So let's do this. The scout's going to do 3. And he passed. Okay, so that's good. He's going to gain 25 experience. Alright, so he has better cunning, actually. So we use his cunning. And he passed. And the preacher, he has better strength. And he passed. Okay. And our third one is 63. And that is Snake Oil Salesman. Each hero must make a cunning 5+ test. Okay. Alright. Well, his cunning is 2. The scout's is. Snake Oil Salesman. He failed. So, let's see here. He failed. You eagerly buy some elixir. Lose D6 times 25 and roll a D6. Alright. On a roll 6, one of them actually gains a tonic. Well, I only lose 25 bucks. So, we'll do that. He has a cunning of 4. I don't think he's going to get scanned by the Snake Oil Salesman. He is not. And he has a cunning of 2. You'd think he'd have better cunning. And he does get bamboozled. $75. So we'll take that out and let's see, it's 200. Alright, yeah, 200. Okay. Alright, so those are 3. Now I went ahead and for the Darkstone items and the Darkstone they got, I went ahead and rolled for corruption. He gained a corruption. He gained a corruption. He did not. So we're out of mining town. And remember, we have to destroy one of these buildings. So, yeah. Alright, so we have to destroy number 5, which is the sheriff's office. So the sheriff's office is no longer there. Mining town always has to have a general store. And we have to see each hero may attempt to help mob riot or fed up with local authority have begun to riot in the streets. Well, maybe that's because they were destroyed because of those expedition crap. If passed, each hero may attempt. May choose. Okay, each hero may attempt. If failed, pass and may choose one building in town to protect. Okay, well that's fine. We'll do that. So our Indian, he has a strength of 2, 3. He passes. That's fine. So he's going to gain another 20 experience. Let's see. He has a strength of 3. He passes, so he gains 20. And the preacher has a strength of 3. And he passes, so he's going to gain 20. Okay, so let's protect some buildings here. The general store. Alright, so that was not protected. We'll protect the church, the doctor's office, and the general store. So we'll roll for saloon and street market. The saloon is fine. The street market is fine. Okay. Alright, so that's our daily stuff. So what do we got to do? Well, we got to go to the doctor. So let's go to the doctor because we have to heal the Indian and we have to heal some corruption. So let's go to the doctor for these guys. They're going to go to the doctor. And let's roll on the doctor chart here. And we get a 6, which is going to be, I think it's going to be the smell, no event. Okay, yeah, no event. Alright, so first thing he wants to do is he wants to heal some corruption. He's going to have to pay $100. Which is fine. Alright. And let's roll here. Okay, he's fine. And he has one corruption we got to get rid of. So he's going to have to pay $100. He got a 4, so he's good. Now, the Indian has to heal his internal bleeding. So he's going to have surgery. So we have to pay $100. Okay, let's roll on the chart. Well, I got a 4, so that's a success. That's fine. So we no longer have the internal bleeding. Oh, wait a minute. I think, isn't it, I want to say there's something with that, though. Internal bleeding, I want to say, what was it? During healing, the injury is -1 to the roll. Okay, so he didn't heal. It's failed, actually. He refunds half the money. Okay, so we have to come back again. Now, the preacher, let's do our resurrection thing and get that out of the way at the church. Resurrection, let's roll some dice here. We got an 8. No event. Alright. $500 times hero level. Well, we're at 1, so it's going to be $500. So the preacher is going to have to pay $500. Okay, it says bring any. The heroes now have a -1 max grit. Okay, well, he was at 3 max grit. Now he's -1. Okay, so that's good. Let's roll for an event. We don't have one. And let's do another day at town. Every hero may make a lower 4+ test. We found something. If you roll any ones, take horror hits. We can get an artifact. I don't know if I want to do that, though. We're back at the doctor. Alright, so we got that. And let's see how much it's going to cost to heal. Jeez, today's prices are going to be outrageous. It's $250, yeah. Okay, well, we got it that time. We got 4 or 5. We're -1. It's success. So we've healed. Okay. And we had to spend a lot of money to do that, so I really don't want to buy nothing. I'm happy with my heroes. I would like something for the preacher, though. And you know what? I might buy a weapon for him. What do we have here? We have street market and the general store. So let's have him go to the street market. Let's look at the general market, or street market and the general store. See if there's anything he'd buy. The book gives him +1 combat. I would like something. Well, maybe something at the church too. Who knows? We can check. Let's see here. Book of Armageddon. +2 oh yeah, that's right. Man, $5,600. That's what we're saving up for. That is what we're saving up for. Oh, and the Cross of Vengeance is good too. Man. Yeah, I guess I want to keep the book because the book gives me +1 combat, so still, man. If we keep him, I want that Book of Armageddon. Wow. I don't know, let's see here. Hats, horses, clothing and equipment. Butcher's Blade. Each time you wound an enemy with a combat hit, you may add +1 damage to all your other combat hits for the rest of the turn. I don't know. Let's see the general store here. Honey rifle, shotgun ammo, rider's hat, no. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go for that. So, okay. Alright, so we just did 3 missions with the Targa Plateau. I hope you enjoyed them. We got a good little taste of what that world is like. We met Tron Hunters, pylons, those little crawly robots, the spiders, and even the big robot. Jesus, man, was that thing tough. It was tough. For level 1, it was tough. I mean, the Indian died, the preacher died. I mean, we kept having bad rolls. So, it was pretty tough. Alright. So, but we did get our journal pages, and we have got the second part, which is the second part of the amulet that we're going to need to defeat the big evil. But again, we may at some point in time go back to Targa. I haven't decided yet. But next we move on to more monsters. You know, the next group, the outlaw group, are going to have the werewolves. I'll go ahead and let the secret out as to what the local group's going to have to face. Vampires. And so this group, I'll keep it a surprise as to what they have to face. Maybe I'll let you know next game. But remember, you got 3 weeks. Let me know what you want to do with the preacher. I can level him up, and more than likely, and have him ready to go. Save up for that Book of Armageddon. You know, power him up a little bit, or do we kill him off because of that horrible roll, which seemed to happen a lot to me this guy's game, and bring in the shotgun preacher? Let me decide. You know what to do. Just let me know. And like I said, most votes in the comment section, you comment. Most comments saying shotgun preacher, we bring him in. Most comments saying firebrand preacher, we keep our boy here. So that's what we're gonna do. So we got 3 weeks till our next adventure for these guys. So let me know. I hope you enjoyed the Targa Plateau. I like it. I think it's a very cool world. You know, a technological planet covered in snow and ice and blizzards. It's kind of like Mars, I guess. Well, no. What's that ice planet on Destiny? I don't know. Maybe like the Plague Lands or something. Who knows? But it's kind of like that. I mean, that robot though, man, he was terrible. Boy, was he terrible. But we beat him. I don't know how, but we did it. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I have fun. And like I said, next up, some little more mini campaigns. And then we'll eventually go to another world. But until then, I hope you enjoyed it. And please vote and let me know. And have fun.